Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum, and we're back. We're back live for another sober talk, and I'm excited to be here to talk about another day of continuous sobriety. I hope all of you are doing extremely well. I know people will start filing in here in just a moment. I'm excited. So here in just a moment, we're gonna go out and we're going to have I'm gonna have a cigarette, and then we're gonna kind of chill out, Wang Chun, and we've got some announcements to make, and then we're going to just talk about sobriety. I'm excited. I'm glad to be sober another day. You know, um, you know. Well, shoot, let's go ahead and make this interesting announcement. As of tomorrow, it will be 1 week to the day. What's going on, Mr. Raven Nuts? As of tomorrow, it will be 1 week to the day. So basically, next week, next week, Friday is my birthday. Next week, Friday is my birthday. I'm turning 41. Turning 41. Can you guys believe that? Oh my God, I'm getting old fast on everybody. 41. I think I look pretty decent for 41, that's for sure. Um, and I have no idea what we're going to do for my birthday. I know some things I'd like to do, but you know, going to take it easy and enjoy that day. But there's an even bigger announcement that goes along with that. Besides what? Oh, thank you. What's going on, Mike G? So good to see you all. I'll go ahead and announce it now. I know I was going to go ahead and wait till about 10-minute marker. Besides the fact that next week, Friday, August the 7th, is my birthday, but on the same day, I'll be celebrating aircraft removal for birthday. That's awesome. How about this? On the same exact day that I turn 41, I'll have 14 and a half years to the day sober. I have not touched a drink or a drug on August the 7th, the day I turn 41. It'll be 14 and a half years to the day. What's going on, Ian? Hi, Pinky. Oh my gosh, so many of you all coming into, for sober talk. Oh, hi, honey. So good to see you all. Um, the same day I celebrate my, you know, uh, you know, 44 years of life. I'll be celebrating 14 and a half years without a drink or a drug the same exact day. And I got to enjoy a little bit of Fortnite with Raven and Mike G. We had a good time. Had a good time. I got my butt kicked quite a few times. I'm beginning to notice as I'm going up in the levels, they're kicking my butt a lot quicker. There's some good players out there. Um, you know, we had a good time though. It was a lot of fun. You know I will, honey. You know I will. We had a good time though. Had a real good time. Had a blast. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a real good time, and that's one of the joys I get to do. Yes, I promise. Oh, Mike G, thanks for having us in your stream. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. You know. Ian, what are you talking about, man? Um, you had a first in your stream. You had your wife, and you had Princess Faye and I, all in the same one. And You actually, out of all of us, you had the first married, all married group going out of all of us. We had a great time. We had, and that was so exciting. Yeah, be careful, honey, how that turned. Woo! I just that went south in a hurry. Ian's birthday is the same day as my little brother David's birthday. Honey, that still went south. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I'm so glad everybody's here. And, it's going to be an interesting stream, talking about, yep, you know, uh, oh, man. And, that's the exciting thing is here we are again, you know, talking about, yeah, you guys got that sniper rifle thing down. And the problem that I guess I'm just not quick enough, or maybe, I just need more practice, but um, in real life, I I've studied with some Marine marksmen, U.S. Marine Corps marksmen, retired obviously, and I studied under them. We're getting into a little of my past here. Well, it's sober talk. Might as well get into some of my past. But I've trained with some of them and learned some different techniques and different marksman skills and things like that. And right. Oh, shoot, Mike G, you're good. I mean, I find that when I'm rocking solo, I do decent. If I'm not being a total dipstick and I'm paying attention, you know, what's going on, think different. But back when I was young, I spent a lot of time studying marksmanship under some retired U.S. Marines. And let me tell you, those guys are good. Um, as a matter of fact, that I know, honey, I know. What's going on, Kevin? Good to see you, buddy. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I know a lot of people, might find that a little surprising, because, I'm all about, everybody having fun and peacefulness and things like that. I used to be filled with a lot of rage back in the day. So here we are now, all this time later. And, when I come out and start talking about what I was like, long before, I got sober, a lot of people were like, man, it doesn't sound, yeah, yeah, it was me. Um, you know, so in that regard, she's having a little bit of abdominal problems, you know, so a little sick to the belly, if you catch my meaning. So, and we talked about that. So, it's one of those things. If there's any problems, yeah, yeah. Um, you know, but I'm going to tell you all. Normally, we talk about the blessings of sobriety. I woke up today, I found it not necessary to take a drink, and any day that still happens, that's still a miracle. Okay, you know, look, dude, you're not in Oakland. You know, you're not in Oakland. I know where you're at. You obviously don't know your geography. You're out on the East Coast, and the cops already know you out there. They already know you're the problem. Okay, they're actually impressed that I did my, that I did my detective work. They thought it was hilarious. They're like, is he that stupid? Yes, he is. So, it is what it is. And anytime you come in here, you just add to my watch time. We've got all the screenshots. you know, it's just that every time you come in here, you add to my watch time. I'm in no big hurry. It's one of them things. Is he stupid? Man, drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Anyhow, you know, let's talk about the big blessings of sobriety. Past couple weeks has been look what Ian said. I love Ian. Oh man, he's a great guy, and the fact that he even had, I know. Oh man, he's ornery. He's ornery, but we wouldn't have him any other way. You know, we wouldn't have him any other way. He's just Ian's Ian. And here we are. We're staring down the gun of coming up on a grand total of 14 and a half years without a drink or a drug. That's exciting to me. And it's really awesome. Here we are. We're going to be doing talking about sobriety again. On my birthday. Tell you, let's go back in time. When I was coming up on 6 months sober, I was all excited, planned out this trip to go to Six Flags Mid America. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't even know what's going on. I guess I'm over here, walking on my pink cloud, walking on my pink cloud, man. Here we are. We're, we're oh yeah, that's the awesome thing. Here we are. We're dude, really. You know, Thank you, Mike G. You know, Here he is. Here's the guy that's infatuated with me. And this is the kind of guy that, here in the States, that they have this thing that they call a prison date. He's going to end up on them anyways. I mean, the police already know about him. He's a punk. He doesn't live in Oakland. But I do know what we can call him. We can call him Hartford. If he's in Oakland, he ran, and he's running from the law. Ground will fall out from underneath him soon enough. Right? But anyhow, we're going to, next week, Friday, we're going to be celebrating. Right? Good Lord, someone bebopping hardcore. It sounded upbeating, uplifting. Hey, it is what it is, But any hoop-de-doo. Ian, I swear you may live on Earth, but man, you've got the personality. I swear you got to come from another planet. This world couldn't have conceived a guy like you. You're too cool. Too cool for this Earth. Maybe you're from an alternate dimension. Ooh. Maybe you're from an alternate dimension, here to show us how to have a good time. I'll tell you what, let's talk about that a minute. It wasn't that long ago. What was it? A couple days ago, I was in, Ian let me into his live stream and we had a great time. We had a great time, had a blast. I mean, I had so much fun, you know, and what was like my first day playing Fortnite. I had so much fun, and then turn right around and you know today Mike G opens up his live stream for me, and I'm in there playing Fortnite with him. We got our butts kicked a few times, and we did pretty good. Did pretty good. Him, Mike G and Raven, we all had a great time. Had an amazing time. It was so much fun. And then to go along with that, you know, um, I know it's gonna sound weird, but yesterday, I got recognized not just by one store, but two stores for being, a top quality maintenance guy. You know, it's all good, Queen. You know. Then on top of that, you know, I've gotten to uh tell me he's in my thoughts and prayers. Tell him he's in my thoughts and prayers. You know, so here we are now. I it wasn't my call. I don't think you were doing it again tomorrow. Pop it out. I had a great time. You guys are, you guys, you guys don't know what that means to me. It's amazing. You know, here we are. We're having we're joking around. We're having fun. I'm spending time with friends from around the world. You know, and oh, and then on top of that, I could come on, go live, and so many of you come in and you show that support, helping me get my watch time. Shoot, even our troll is, you know. How awesome is that? Yeah, yeah, he's a Debbie Downer. Yeah, he's probably on drugs. But you know what? Um, Here we are now. We're hanging together. You know, this is what it's about, for a guy like me. Some people out there, a lot of people out there in the world, they don't see what I see. They don't get to see what I see. I've been close to death enough times, and the fact that I get to enjoy, being with so many of you, wonderful people in my life, and hang out with you and, you know, play video games and talk about, doing stuff to cars and talk about sobriety. Here we are. We're having a good time. What more can you ask for, man? You know, what more can you ask for? I mean, think about that a moment. You know, I get the enjoyment of spending time with so many of you, right? Good to see you, Blucky. We're having a great time. We're having a great time. And it's exciting, it's fun. I've got people that genuinely care about my existence and love me for who I am. It's amazing how that can happen. You know, I've got a job that appreciates me, and I've got family that loves me. I mean, and I've got a YouTube channel on its way up. We're a lot further than we were even earlier this year. That's huge. Huge. It's amazing. You know, that's what's up. You know, I mean, and I even got a community that's back in the channel now. there are times that, oh, Ian, you say that, but I'll tell you right now, I can tell you that if Queen was in trouble, you'd be one of the first ones to hop a flight. You would. I know you would. What's going on, Chairman? Good to see you, buddy. This is huge stuff. You know, I'm enjoying sobriety. And yeah, there's a global pandemic going on, and there's so many bad things. Life isn't exactly perfect, but you know what? It beats the alternative, being in the bottom of a bottle, man. I spent a lot of time there. Had two choices in life: get busy living or get busy dying. And I spent enough time getting busy dying. I've been living. I've been living, man. I've been living life to the fullest. Almost 14 and a half years. Isn't that something? Guy like me. Yeah. There are times I wonder, how did I get so fortunate? How did I get so fortunate? You know what sober man tell me right now? Don't ask why. Just live it. Just live it. Live life. It's too short. In a lot of ways, we're all here on borrowed time. All of us. And we have to make the best of that time. You have to make the best of that time. Make it your own. Life isn't about how many breaths you take. It's about how many you take away. That gasp of amazement. How many times do you do that in your lifetime? 14, almost 14 and a half years. I've had quite a few of those moments. That's what's up. I was sitting here thinking about that all day today. That I'm a blessed man, to be here, to experience what I get to experience, to spend time with the friends and the family that I have. And you guys have become in a lot of ways closer than my own family, We all have an amazing gift. And there's a lot of you in here right now that got hearts bigger than this world can handle. There's a lot of us in here that have had to face adversity, and there's even a few of us in here that life didn't deal a fair hand. A few of you in here, life didn't deal you a good hand. But we're here today to celebrate life. Good and the bad, and I've been enjoying it. I'm getting ready to turn 41. 41. Shoot, I'm not supposed to be here, but I am. This goes deep, goes deeper than than the physical, if you will. It's spiritual for me. It is whatever you want it to be, but for me, it's a spiritual thing. And I'm just glad to be sober. I'm glad that I have all of you a part of my life, I'll tell you right now, Mike G is an amazing friend, 61. Hey, come on, Zeldy. Look who's with us for just a moment. She's in a mood. Did you give me a purr and then decide that you want down? Hey, KJ. Folks, we have a special friend here on the channel right now. Our dear friend, Miss KJ Del Rey. If you don't know who KJ Del Rey is, you're definitely missing out. She's a big time supporter of the channel. And her and I met. I forget whose live stream it was, but we met in a friend's live stream sometime last year. And she's probably been one of the biggest friends. Yeah, Zelda. She's been one of the greatest friends that I could ever ask for. You know, she shouted me out to a lot of people, and she puts on an amazing show herself here on YouTube. Doing fair, she's very, fairly successful, and she's a wonderful, wonderful young lady. So if you all have not checked out her channel, please do so. KJ, if you get a moment, drop the link to your channel so we can all find you, okay? And I believe it was through I believe it was through KJ that I met Kuko, who's another dear friend of mine here on the channel. We didn't get to do a whole lot. Uh, you know, we're, we haven't got to do a whole lot together, but I'll tell you what, Kuko's an amazing friend. We went to raid him the other night. Yeah, we went to raid Kuko and his stream kept crashing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's one of them things, so you know, again, more friends joining the live stream and sharing the blessing of sobriety with me. Again, next week Friday, I'm going to be 41 years old, but more importantly, on the same day, it'll be 14 and a half years to the day. 14 and a half years to the day since my last drink or drug. That's amazing, considering that I never thought that I could even go a week without a drink or a drug. I mean, in my mind, I was supposed to be in the bottom of a bottle forever, but that isn't the case. I'm here today through the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. Oh, thank you, KJ. And believe it or not, yeah. Ian, you ornery cuz. There's another guy who's a great blessing to me. There you go. That sounds pretty good. Pizza Hut sounds good. Don't tell Princess Faye. She'll call me a traitor. Oh, goodness. No, Ian's an amazing, amazing friend. And I'm very grateful that Ian is a part of my life as well. He's another amazing friend. He let me join his live stream, knowing I'm going to be a noob Fortnite player. It was my first time on Fortnite ever. And I'd maybe played 3 rounds and a couple of rounds with Princess Faye. And here I was, Tuesday Night Madness. And he opened up his stream and let me in. And, that's huge for me. And, got to play a couple of rounds with Queen Bee. And, you guys are amazing. And I mean, the fact that you guys do these things and, shoot, you guys even open up, when I come into your channels and everything, you guys roll out the red carpet for this old drunk. And, I don't even catch that much flack from you guys whenever I do the makeup live streams. I mean, it's huge for me. This goes beyond, just staying sober. I'm enjoying life because I had the opportunity to get sober a while back. And here we are now. It's almost 14 and a half years later, when I walked into the rooms of AA and, I will. There you go. That's what's up, guys. Yeah, KJ is an amazing friend. I'll tell you all right now, KJ, she's one of those dear friends that she's one of the rare friends you sometimes make here on YouTube, which thankfully, I've made a lot of you rare friends here on YouTube. Um, I think they said there's a couple billion. There you go. See, um, you know, and it would be a pleasure to be a part of Tuesday Night Madness again. That's one of the reasons why we moved my day off from streaming to Tuesday nights. So I can join Tuesday Night Madness. And it was so much fun. I had such a great time. And the fact that you guys open up your streams and let me in like that, there are times that I think I you know the best way I could put it is, you guys doing that and letting me be a part. Oh, I had a great time. The fact that you guys let me be a part of your streams like that, um, you know, it means, yeah, it means the world to me. It means the world to me. You guys don't, I don't know if you fully understand. I was a fallen down drunk. I was horrible to people. And everyone had pretty well given up hope on me and kind of turned their backs on me. And here we are now, I get sober and, some time passes and I'm trying to do the right thing, one foot in front of the other. And, it means the world to me. I don't know if you guys will ever know. Welcome back, Mike G. You know, hey, it means so much to me that you guys come in here. You know, you guys are amazing. You guys are part of the story now. You guys are part of my story. Imagine there's going to be a day I'm going to be standing in a room, packed full of members of AA, just like me, talking about how, you know, there was a time when, people didn't trust me, didn't like me, thought I was a horrible person and things like that. And then I go, yeah. And, I they opened up their live stream, people on YouTube would open up their live stream just so I can have an opportunity to come in and have a good time with everyone. That's huge for me. It's huge. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. You all deserve a big streamer's hug from Prince Magnum because you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I mean, in the last few days of work, you know, I'm I find out that, that I'm um that my, that the bosses really appreciate my work to the point where it's like super huge. Yesterday going over to the other store and they're like, you work hard and you're good at what you do. And, I mean, the accolades, that I was getting from everyone, and it was huge. It was absolutely huge. And you guys, I mean, you guys are amazing, you know? I mean, I have in the big book, it talks about how we'll have a host of new friends, you know? Thanks. Appreciate that, Kevin. I guess I'm one of the crazy ones. You know, I have a host of friends today. I owe so much to Alcoholics Anonymous. And we go live once a week and I talk about those things. And you know, you guys, I don't think you all understand how important this is to me. I have no idea what we're going to do on my birthday, but I know we're going to do something fun and exciting. That's right. High fives, big hugs. Nobody hump my leg. That'll be weird. But I couldn't help the joke. Uh, You know, this is huge. I'm almost wondering, what else is going to come down the pipe in a good way? Whatever comes down the pipe, Prince Magnum, that life will, that the God of your understanding will lead you in the right direction, no matter what comes down the pipe. you know, that's awesome. That I have so many of you that what's going on, Harold? There's another guy, Harold. You know, I got to get some video footage to you, Spirit, because I want you to be able to use that too. And if you want video footage of Lena and stuff like that, collab time. I've been so doggone busy, and so many of you opened up your streams and had me in there. This has been a huge week for me. It's been a huge week, and it's not even my birthday yet. Can't even believe I'm going to be 41. Oh my gosh. And did you all see what Princess Faye got me? Because of my enjoyment of Legend of Zelda, she got me a replica Master Sword. This is freaking awesome. Look at that. Even has a Triforce logo right there. Look at that. Amazing. It feels good. 43, Harold. 43. You don't even look that old. But yeah, Princess Faye got me. Look at that. Isn't that something? Isn't that neat? Yeah, Princess Faye, my wife bought me this. This is the first actual fantasy sword that I've ever owned. Replica fantasy sword that I've ever owned. I mean, if it wasn't a rat tail tang, I would so have to try this thing. I'd have to try this thing out if it wasn't a rat tail tang. But no, you got to do that with full tang. Look at that. That's something. First fantasy sword I've ever owned, okay? Neat. I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate. Like I said, that is so cool. I've never owned something like that. I've always wanted stuff like that, but I've never owned anything like that. And we keep it on display in the living room. And I'm like, this is awesome for me. It's really awesome. The abuse I go through from you, Ian. I can't be shaking my wee-wee at the camera. Can't be shaking my wee-wee at the camera. This is YouTube, not Pornhub. There are some things we. Oh my gosh, that's. Oh man. There it was. Don't be shaking your wee-wee at the camera. Oh my gosh. We have too much fun in here. Way too much fun. Oh man. One of them things, But yep. Hey, what's going on, Hades? Hades, check out what my wife got me. Isn't that something? From my birthday. Got me a replica of the legendary Master Sword. I said Master Sword, not Masturbator Sword. Anyhow. My day was wonderful, wonderful. Besides the usual wake up today, and I did found it not necessary to take a drink. Besides that, this I'm going to say I'm having a fantastic week. I'm having a great week. Yeah, there's some problems right now. Spirit's got a couple issues, that got to be dealt with. Nothing super major, but it will cause problems. Her driver's window won't roll up, Her driver's window won't roll up. So I got to take her into the shop and have that looked at. And I believe it's something hanging up on the track, which is funny because that would be the first time that anything has happened to Project Spirit, like that with her driver's window, probably since she left the factory almost 46 years ago. That's funny to me. And her motor mounts are starting to wear out, so we got to replace them. No big deal. They're cheap, easy to replace, and they'll probably outlive me. That seems to be the theme about that car. It takes over 40 years. Right. I got tons of footage from the drag strip. Got tons of it. I just got to go through it and put together an amazing video because Ian's favorite car from that drag race the day we were over the strip. Um Believe it or not, his favorite car, it took most of the day and it was finally eliminated. And it was just because towards the end of the day, it just was not, that car wasn't hooking up anymore. But it was doing about 6 seconds in the eighth mile every run. And it was just a split second that it lost. Just a split second. It was amazing. So, and that was a 72. Oh, yeah, a gorgeous car. Believe it or not, Ian, back when I was my first car was a year older than that car. Same body style, but just a year older. It was a 70. I had a 71 Chevy Nova for my first car. And it was nothing, quite that built, but it was still pretty neat. Worked on it all winter and got into a dispute with my dad and traded the car for a 78 Camaro. And I had a lot of fun in that car too. It was a lot of fun, but I know right now you're probably wanting to reach through the camera and slap me. Why did you get rid of such a good looking car? I was young and dumb. Really, I wanted the Camaro. I wanted the flashier car, which the Nova was still cooler, in my opinion. Yeah, I said that. You know, but it's just one of them things. One of them things. It's a gorgeous looking car. I like that blue they put on it. Mine was a dark maroon, and if I'd have kept it, I would have. Well, when we eventually dropped a V6 in it and had to make a few modifications to make it all fit, but we dropped a six cylinder in there. But I imagine if we'd have dropped a 350 in it, it'd been fun. I was young, as you know, I was young. I was young. Hey, the Camaro was still pretty cool, but it just wasn't quite as cool as the Nova. It's a good car though. And then I traded that Camaro off for an '83 Caprice Classic. That was a turd. And then I traded, hey, Kodiak Dunny, what's going on? Just talking about the great blessings that I've gotten to enjoy. That's right. That's right. I'm not quite so young anymore. I believe it. I can't believe. Now my birthday's coming up again. I can't believe it. I am doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. It's another wonderful day above ground. It's another day to enjoy sobriety, and it's Mostly alcohol was my thing, but I did do some drugs. I'm not going to deny it. I'm actually a sober member of Alcoholics Anonymous, and August the 7th, I get to celebrate two amazing moments all on the same day. The same exact day, I'll be celebrating being alive for 41 years. I'll be 41 years old. But more importantly, I'll have 14 and a half years to the day. And that is just as exciting. Believe it or not, my sober date is February 7th, 2006. That's when I got sober and put it all down. But mostly it was alcohol, but I will admit I did do some drugs. I did some crazy drugs, did some stupid stuff, you know. Yeah, double birthday, and I'm very proud to be alive and well. Um, you know, I couldn't ask for much more. Uh, and we're in here, every Thursday night we go live here on my channel and talk about the joys of me being, yeah, did a little bit of drugs too back in the day. But today we celebrate, another day without a drink or a drug and taking in what life has to offer. This past week has been an absolute blessing to me. And next week, oh, wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. And people sometimes ask if there was a point in my life, if I could relive it, what would it be? What point in my life would I relive? I would definitely relive. Thank you, Blucky. Appreciate that. I'm fortunate to be alive because of the stupid stuff I did. I tell everyone, if you remember my 20s, you really weren't there for most, and that's most of my 20s. But when I walked into Alcoholics Anonymous, I was 26 years old. And no one thought I was 26. Everyone told me I looked like I was still a teenager. I thought it was funny. And, here I am now, all this time later, I'm getting ready to turn 41. And that's a funny thing. I don't know how it exactly happened. I just remember my first drunk. Because it isn't quite, because I'm not at 15 years yet. I'm not at 15 years yet. Now that's going to be a big celebration. I don't know what we're going to do that day, but I know we're going to do something exciting for a live stream. Well, thank you, Kodiak. I appreciate that. '18 in September. I remember 18, I think. Ian, you ornery cuss. Well, that's true. That's true. That is very true. To a degree. There are some things you just have to do. It's vital to life. It is vital to life. You read too far into it. That'll be February 7th of this next year. I have no idea what we're going to do. Well, I wouldn't say that's addicted to breathing. I think that's vital to existence. Okay. That's vital to your existence. Come on, You don't breathe, you don't live. You don't need alcohol to live, though some might think so. You don't have to have it to live, but boy, drink soda. Yeah. Actually, I got my cup of coffee right here. Cheers to that, right? I'll tell you, as an alcoholic, I was a selfish son of a bitch. I was a real selfish alcoholic. Here's to you, and I'd drink it. Then give it to the person I was drinking it to. Come on. There you go. Hey, there's nothing wrong with soda. Nothing wrong at all. My personal favorite soda is still A&W root beer. Oh yeah, I just you haven't been able to be in here in a while, so I'm you had me take it off. We'll wait for it. We'll wait for it. Right now you know got a lot of mods. You know, it's just one of those things. You needed some time, so I'm giving you the time. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how you're feeling. Okay, we'll walk it through. We'll walk it through, buddy. You know, I didn't take it from you because I had to. I took it because you asked me to. That's what's up. When you say, "Hey, I'm feeling better," all right, we'll take care of you. That is because of the fact that we have so many wonderful people in here. These are people that, in a lot of ways, I've known them for a long time now. Actually, pretty much damn near everyone in here I've known for well over a year. As a matter of fact, many of these people, whether they knew it or not, seen me through some real hardships, in about a year's time. That's what's up. The people you see in blue, they pulled me through some crazy stuff. They really have. They really pulled me through a lot of crazy stuff, even if they didn't know they were doing it. I'm blessed to be here because of them. Absolutely blessed. They're part of my story now. You're now part of my story. Okay? If you've ever felt low, didn't think you were worth anything, let me say this right now. When we go live and we talk about sobriety, that's right. That's right, Hades. Believe it or not. Well, sometimes, sometimes when you, I gotta make the joke now. Since Ian's gonna make that joke, I gotta make the joke now. It's dark. Somebody hold me. I'm scared of the dark. See, Mr. Cartoon reminding everyone of one of their favorite jokes. I'm gonna say, now, Ian, there are days that I guess I'm so attractive even to myself. I get a little too frisky, and I got to try to stop myself, and it looks kind of like this. I must not touch myself. Anyhow, waiting for Queen's response on that. She's gonna die laughing. Oh yeah, yeah. Princess Faye doesn't like that one. She gets kind of upset about that one. How you doing, Warrior Grandma? Welcome to the live stream. And where you find out that some of us alcoholics have found that there are some things that is perfectly okay as long as there's a willing partner or two. The filing joke. Right, right. I'll have to do that one for you guys. Oh man. Hard to believe. Next week, Friday. I'm telling you, I can't even believe it. I never thought I'd live to see past 30 at the rate I was going. And here I am, getting ready to turn 41 this next Friday, and I'm celebrating 14 and a half years without a drink or a drug. I mean, and that's something, isn't it? Next week. I don't know what to think. You know? I can't even believe I'm going to be that old. You know? Someone's like, hey, you could turn around and be 14 again. Hell no, I hated being 14. That was a rough time. But, you know, if I could live one age all over again, or at least just watch it, would be the time I was from the time I was 26 and when I first got sober. I would love to watch that as like a movie or something. Watch my life again, you know, as it's happening. I would do that because it was oh thank you, Warrior Grandma. I'll tell you, do I ever spank? I don't know. You can always ask the missus. Again, some things that us alcoholics found is perfectly okay in sobriety as long as we have a willing partner or two. Hey now, log the dolphin, choke the chicken, burp the worm, gag the gecko, throttle the turkey, beat the bacon. We can keep going. We can keep going. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's so good to see you all tonight. I mean, we have so many wonderful people in here helping me celebrate yet another day of sobriety. And we're in here telling jokes and just having a good time. Can you finish that? Well, only for movies. Prince Magnum, this is YouTube, not Pornhub. Anyhow, what are you gonna be? Now I gotta tease you. Well, you want me to shake my wee wee for the camera? Is that what it is? Sorry, I could. I had. I'm sorry. Anyhow, back to no, no. Banned Prince Magnum. Oh no! Yeah, for you it's morning. For me, it's the sun's getting ready to set. Oh, now you just behave yourselves. Behave yourselves. Oh my goodness. Poor Queen Bee, she's like, oh my God, but he's on a roll tonight. You know, but that's the thing. I can come in and talk about sobriety and joke with all of you and come back talking about leave for one. Oh man. Oh, and here we are. We're having a bunch of laughs, telling some adult jokes, and and the levity is great, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, Queen Bee also has to keep an eye on me, make sure I don't get in too much trouble. You know. Yep. Yeah, Queen Bee usually has to be the eyes in the skies for Princess Faye. That's what it's all about. We have so much fun in here. You know, we have a lot of fun in here. We laugh hard and we just have a good time. And here we are. You know, here we are having a lot of fun again. And it's all celebrating the fact that I'm another day sober. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? Next food stream? Well, I just did one yesterday. It was good. Oh, that reminds me. For those that missed out, yesterday when I had to go over to the other store and do the maintenance there, my boss, her sister is the store manager at the second store. Uh, so the boss comes up and says, "Hey, Prince Magnum, would you be willing to go over to Farmington too and do maintenance over there? I said, sure. Said, yeah, it's pretty bad over there right now. You know, there you go. Well, you take care, Warrior Grandma. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And so for those that missed out on what I was talking about yesterday, um, when my boss, she's like, "Would you go over to the other store and work for them?" And like I said, her older sister is the store manager at that store. So what ends up happening is, uh, you know, I I looked right at my boss. I said, "Jen, I would love to go over and work for your sister." I said, "I like your sister. You know, your sister knows how to take care of me real good." And Jen looks right at me and goes, "Oh my God." And I just busted up laughing. What's going on, Gotons? I busted up laughing and I looked right at Jen and I said, your own sister gave me permission to use that joke on you. She's like, "I'm not surprised." She's like, "Oh my God." She's like, "Get over there to the other store, do the maintenance for him." I am. And Princess Faye knows that, that I'm joking. It's one of those things. It's, how coworkers will joke with everyone, So that's what it boiled down to is, coworkers joking with each other. Go Towns, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Another positive live stream all about sobriety. What more could you ask for? You know? Right. And see, my coworkers made you know, if when a couple of them heard that joke, they're like, "Hey, wait a minute. You're married. You shouldn't be making jokes like that." You know what I turned around and said? My response to him was, and this was great. I said, "It's not cheating if you bring him home and say, 'Honey, look who I brought home for us to play with.'" And then they're like, "Oh my God." That was my response. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gotons. Yeah, I made that joke. Made that whole joke where I said, it isn't cheating. It's not cheating if you bring them home and say, "Honey, look who I brought home for us to play with." It's not cheating, right? Right? So good to see you guys tonight. Man, so many wonderful people stopping in, And like I said, I joke, we have a good time. Y'all know that. And they all know I don't mean it. At least I hope they do. And it's real funny because, you know, not oh, Queen, poor Queen. She's like, "Oh my God, he went there, didn't he? He went there." He is probably laughing so hard he can't even breathe. Like, "You totally went there, didn't you?" "Yeah, I did. I had fun, messing with my coworkers." Matter of fact, I even give some of my coworkers nicknames. Oh, where I'm at, Ian, it's night. Where you're at, it's morning. You're practically all the way on the other side of the world, but that's okay. Because there you are, That's amazing that it's amazing. So many of you come in. Thanks, Lucky. It's amazing that so many of us hang out. Now. I'll tell y'all a funny story. And this happened to me in sobriety. Okay? True story. True story I'm about to tell you here. It's so funny it couldn't be anything but truth. Um back uh back after I had a couple months sober, I hooked up with a gal that was in sobriety. Uh, she had a couple months more than me in sobriety. But anyhow, um, we we dated for a little while. Obviously, it didn't work out. It just didn't work out between us. Daytime over in Aussie land. Okay. Um, but let me walk you through. We we parted ways, and it was about a week after we split up. She gives me a call and says, you know, says, hey, what are you doing right now? That's I'm chilling out at home. Anything going on? No, not really. Just chilling out. All right. You mind if I come over? And, I figured she, like I said, we dated, and I knew that occasionally if she had a moment with her mom, she would need to get away, kind of go clear her head and things like that. So I figured she had an argument with her mom, wanted to come over and just kind of clear her head, go back and deal. And she says, just out of curiosity, um, what's your favorite candy bar? I said, well, I'm actually a Reese's kind of guy. Now, there used to be a time I used to go around and say $5 in a candy bar, I'll do whatever you want. Well, she said, all right, I'll be right over. Well, she comes over, knocks on the door. I open the door, let her in, and she pulls out a pack of king size Reese's and a $5 bill, throws it on the couch. Says, guess what you got to do? Well, I'm sure you all can imagine what I did for $5 in a candy bar. It was my joke. Someone took me serious on it. I had to own up to it. Now, that's not the worst part of the joke, this story. Let's fast forward. The grandmother that passed away this year, we're all sitting around the kitchen table. My wife is sitting there. My wife is sitting there. My grandma, my grandpa, and one of my aunts is sitting there. And we're talking. I don't even know how it came up. But my wife tells the story about $5, about the $5 in a candy bar. And my grandparents just about fell out of their chairs laughing at this. And then, of all the things, my grandmother says, wait a minute, you were dating her? Yes, Grandma. And she said, and I'm pretty sure you two slept together. Yes, Grandma. And she still came back, and after you guys split up, she came back and paid you to sleep with her again. Yes, Grandma. You must have been doing something right. I'm like, Grandma! No, no, Grandma. Don't. And my grandfather nearly fell out of his chair laughing even harder. So my my own wife, right? My own wife ratted me out. I'm like, honey, why? I know. No, I wasn't. This happened in sobriety. And it was my joke, but someone finally took me serious on it, and I had to own it. Because I'm one of those ones that, if you take me serious on it, I do kind of have to own it a little bit, Um, that's, that's the honest to goodness truth. I had to own it. Welcome back, Kevin. I just told an embarrassing story about myself that happened in sobriety. But yeah, my grandmother was sitting there laughing. Of course, she passed away this past February, and we buried. You have nothing to say. Oh man, yeah, I had to own it. I had to own it, and of all the things, no, this had. I dated her in sobriety. I was about 3 months sober, and she was, believe it or not, she was just a couple months sober longer than me. And yeah, I had to own up to $5 in a candy bar. So I don't make that joke anymore. I don't make that joke anymore. Actually, she occasionally teases me about that one. She's like she'll tease me and say uh she'll tease me to the degree basically saying I'm well, then again, here we are, we're saying so yeah, one of those things. And my aunt, hey, what's going on, Ubi Allen? Good to see you, Ubi. I just got through telling an embarrassing story about myself. It happened in sobriety. Well, all I got to say is really, I mean, we're, here well, you take care. You take care, Go Time. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Poor Harold. Took you a minute. It's like I can't even believe this. Can't even, man. Wow. Well, that's kind of a sad story. That gal actually passed away last year. Oh, thank you, Uvi. Uh, oh man, she actually passed away this last year. Heart failure. You know, she was a real good friend, and I hated to see her go. But uh, it was time for her to move on to the next life, whatever it is for her in that next life. Um, she was an amazing friend, and even though we didn't work out, she was still a very, very wonderful friend all the way till the end. And she was. Tell y'all. No, no, she passed on, and she's missed. She really is. You know, it broke the heart. You know, I had to let go of a good friend. Because even though you know, it, we had a lot of wonderful memories of my early days of sobriety with her, and I'm grateful for those memories. As a matter of fact, uh, her only child, Courtney, still calls me. You know, um, where if anything ever happened to me, it's left up to Princess Faye and my children to pick up where I left off. Is what would happen. And my son, who's 12 now, yep. Well, Kevin, give that big nephew of yours a big hug for me. You know, um, that's just one of them awesome things. Um, that I had, the time that she had on this earth, she passed on some good. There you go. That's what's up. We had some we had some good memories. It didn't end, it ended, and I'm glad that, ha! No, 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 no. That Kevin, I'll tell you what, he's got a nephew he chases after. And that's really awesome that he does. That's really awesome that he does. And you know, Kevin, if you never checked out Kevin Myers' channel, you really should. I'll tell you right now, he's got an interesting channel. Some ASMR stuff that I just thought was really amazing. More scenery than anything. And I thought it was an amazing, amazing, channel that he's working on. I can't wait to see what he does next. Amazing work. No question about it. You know, if you ever feel like you just need a short video for a calm, relaxing sort of thing, take a look at what Kevin Myers is doing. Um, Very calming, very relaxing. It was just an amazing channel that he's working on. You know, um, but yeah, I mean, straight up honest, this channel has been hey, you take care, Blucky. It's good to see you. You go have a good time, all right? Don't do anything I would do, like, $5 in a candy bar. Anyhow, even out myself on that joke. Oh my gosh. Yep, $5 in candy bar got me in trouble. And my own wife teases me about it. She's like, you're not just a hoe, you're a cheap hoe. I'm like, yeah, honey, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. She teases me about it every now and again. Oh my gosh, does she tease me? Well, worst of it is she made me wear a Santa Claus hat. That was a little unusual. Anyhow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Yeah, I said goodbye to a good dear friend last year. And she was in bad shape though. She was in real bad shape. Really bad shape. She was in a lot of pain. Yeah. And so I know she's probably happier. Yeah, Santa Claus hat. Yeah, she had me wear a Santa Claus hat. Well, hello, Galaxy. Did you decide to come join the live stream and talk about sobriety with us? Did you? Who wants to say hi to Galaxy? Oh, my wife doesn't have to pay for anything. I do it for free. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, everybody's favorite black cat, Galaxy. Yeah. Like the Queen of Sheba or something right here. No, they're not. No, they're not. They don't seem to get along super well. But believe it or not, Zelda's been playing with Taver. She's been playing real rough with Taver. And he's not super fond of it, but he's taken to where he grooms her now. He grooms her now. So isn't that something? It's funny. Galaxy, they're asking about Zelda. Do you want to come? Yeah, she was in one of her moods where she wanted to come and join the live stream. That or she's getting hungry. Huh. I'm scared of the dark. Somebody hold me. I know you guys have been asking. Let me see what their food bowls look like. Goodness, you guys are messy. All right, let's slide in over here. I know who y'all want to see. All right, Harold. I do. I do. I just haven't sent the stuff over yet, but look at that. Okay. Does her want some wobbins? Look at her. Isn't she cute? Even in the face, she kind of looks like a lynx, doesn't she? In the face, she kind of looks like a lynx. Be sure to drop a like if you're enjoying the live stream. We have kittens. What's going on, Ian? Right now, everyone's getting their kitten fix. Hi, honey. And share. Yes. Be sure to share out the Prince Magnum channel. We have kittens. Oh, appreciate you guys. Oh, man. We've had a lot of laughs this stream. And we've talked about the joys of sobriety, you know. And I'm telling you guys, we've had a lot of interesting conversations, but yeah, um, it's one of those things. Yeah, she does kind of look like a lynx, doesn't she? Oh yeah, right in the face. I think she does. She's pretty. Very, very, very beautiful cat. Uh, and I don't think she's going to get very big. I don't think she's going to get very big at all. If anything, she's going to be a teeny tiny little thing pretty much her whole life. She's the runt of the litter. She's the runt. And of course, um, Galaxy is just Galaxy. I mean, she just does her thing, Mm. Gorgeous night out. Doesn't look that cloudy. Might get lucky enough not to have rain. You know. And it's another day. It's another day of sobriety. I'm having a great time. And again, so many. Oh, Princess Faye's been trying to keep me on the straight and narrow for a long time. Not as easy as it sounds. Um, part of putting up with me, the part of having to put up with me, that wasn't in the brochure, I think. And you honoring cuz. Oh my gosh. Ian's in a mood tonight giving me grief. Ian, if you didn't give me any crap every now and again, I'd think you were mad at me. It's true. Well, what do you guys think of tomorrow doing a makeup live stream? You guys in the mood for a makeup live stream? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. That's what's up. No, no, you just in time. Just in time. We've been telling goofy stories and we've been having a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs. There's probably gonna be more come yet. Uh tell you Midnight Cool, it's good to see you. We were just talking about what we're thinking about doing tomorrow, and I'm thinking about seeing if Princess Faye would be willing to do a makeup live stream instead of Sexy Saturday. How about Freaky Friday? And we were talking about that today, and as we were talking about it, I think she wants to take the gloves off and have some artistic, do some her, basically have her way in the term of makeup artist. She wants to do, she's got something in mind, obviously. So we might just have to just get the frick out of the way and let her do what she does best, and that's be an artist. I'm very fortunate that I have an amazing wife who can do amazing art, and occasionally we just let her use my face as the canvas, and she does an amazing job in makeup art. What are we doing Saturday? I don't know. I don't know. We might have to do something exciting Saturday. Who knows? Who knows? We might have it, depending on the weather, we might get out here and work on something. I'm hoping, you know, I'm hoping so. But next week, Friday, I have no idea what we're going to do. I think we might just go live and just celebrate the birthday, tell some jokes. Or I might just have you guys start, every one of you start your live streams and, you know, and you guys can just pick on me about being old. you know, might just turn it into a day with you guys, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Unless Princess Faye's got something in mind, then we all got to go by that, okay? We'll go by that instead. But I've been having a great time. I've been enjoying life, man. It's what's up. Enjoying life. And I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I can't even believe next week I'm going to be 41. How the heck did that happen? Doesn't seem like I should be that old, And on the same day, to be 14 and a half years without a drink or a drug. The plan is hopefully tomorrow we can get out here and work on something. If not tomorrow, Saturday. That's the plan. If not, we'll find something to get into. We're always getting into something. That's right. Life is too dang short not to enjoy. You're only allowed so much time on this earth. Live each day to its fullest. Live it up to the hilt. Live each day as if it's your last. I mean, I've got to do some things that some people only dream of in sobriety. My wife has got to watch me stand in front of over 200 alcoholics, about 270 something to be exact. Every once in a while, I'll still have someone walk up to me and say, I was there that day, man. I was there. I didn't even know it made that big of a difference. I was just speaking from the heart, But here we are now, A few years later, people still talk about it. It's like, that's impressive. For those who do not know, I actually was recorded once for Alcoholics Anonymous, And what I talked about was actually used. Well, it's actually kept in the archives for AA World Services up in New York. My the audio of what I said that day is kept in AA World Services, so you can actually go online. From what I understand, I've never listened to it. I was there, so why do I need to listen to it? But supposedly, you can go online and actually go to AA World Services and listen to what I said that day, which is cool. Talked about the third step that day. I remember telling Sober Man about that. He's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I didn't." He's like, "Wow." He's like, "That's huge, man." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I never thought that, something like that would happen." I said, "When I got asked if I would be willing to do it, I did it." He's like, "How do you feel about that?" I said, "Honored. I feel blessed. There's no other way to say it, It was an honor and a privilege." And my voice has been recorded for people to listen to for years to come. I can only hope that it makes a difference what I said that day. I talked about the third step. It was huge. They turned on the recorders and everything. I've been recorded twice for Alcoholics Anonymous now. And one of them was for a newcomers meeting. That was just as huge. Because they actually had me do it at a hospital where there was a bunch of nurses there on their internship. And I actually, spoke directly to them and gave them some resources and things like that. So I was actually instrumental in that, and helping with education too, outside of Alcoholics Anonymous, about alcoholics. I've done probably a great deal in a short amount of life that I've been on earth. And I know that my work is not done. Whatever it is that my higher power has in store for me, that's what I'm supposed to do today. But this week has been a week of eye-opening for me, to remind me that, that my sobriety means something. You rest well, Ian. Love you, brother. Love you. Thank you again. It meant the world to me that you opened up your stream and let me join. Thank you for that. It was an honor and a privilege to be there, a part of your stream, even though I was a noob. It meant the world to me. Thank you again, Ian. Bottom of my heart. That's what's up. That's truly what is up. And then Mike G does it for me today. Opened up his stream. And I got to hang out with him and Raven. That was huge. Huge. That you guys had me in there and hanging out with you guys. I was a total noob in there. You guys were awesome players. I sucked. I probably got us killed quite a few times. But you guys carried me. Come on, Galaxy. Let's go in. Come on, sweetie. You guys carried me all right. That's what's up. And we had a good time, though. We had a real good time. Didn't we, Mike? Great time. So much fun. Had a lot of laughs. Mike won't talk in his streams, though. I wish he would. He's got an amazing voice and a wonderful story to tell. He's another amazing friend here on YouTube. And let me tell y'all that that Mike G is, he was kind enough to impart his story to me. I won't tell his story, but what I will tell you is he has an amazing story, a man who has faced adversity in his life. And I'm very honored that he's a friend of mine. So if you guys have never checked out Mike G's channel, you are missing out. Runs a quality stream. Him and Queen Bee. Both run just an amazing show and dear friends to me. And I know there will be a day when TFZ Gaming and Queen Bee and Princess Faye and myself are all hanging out, and we'll probably get into trouble, especially TFZ Gaming and I. And I'll probably be the one who's the bad influence. I usually am anymore. Queen will be like, "You two need to behave. You got to behave." Oh, I understand. I, Mike G's an amazing friend. An amazing friend. And every time he's here, he always watches over me. Nobody messes with Gold Prince Magnum. That makes, Well, there's that whole thing with $5 in a candy bar we just talked about. Don't listen. Don't do that story. Don't try to live that story out. Oh my gosh. I had a heck of a time. The Princess Faye teases me about that. She's like, you're not only a hoe, but you a cheap hoe. Okay. I'll tell basically it deals with the fact that I used to go around saying $5 in a candy bar, I'll do whatever you want. I had to own up to it one day with this one gal. Yeah. I just told that story a little while ago. Quite embarrassing. I might have to tell it again at a later date, but yeah. So, it's one of them things we had, I'm proud of my sobriety, and I'm proud of the stories that I have in sobriety. Galaxy, are you coming to join us again? Okay. Come on up, sweetie. Aw. Oh, I know. You don't like Galaxy, they don't want to see your tail in the camera. Get your tail out of the camera. Y'all missed it earlier. Get your tail out of the camera. Oh, yeah. And eventually I would hope you'd want to be monetized, but I know you got a little ways to go before you're there yet, but yeah, I get it. Well, it was more than enough for that one gal that day. Anyhow, no, I'm out myself. Come here, you. Come here. Everything's on your terms, isn't it, Galaxy? Sounds about right. But it's, so the plan is tomorrow, if Princess Faye feels up to it, which I don't see why she wouldn't be, we'll definitely have to consider doing a live, another makeup live stream. So it'll be Freaky Friday instead of Sexy Saturday. And I'll holler at the Sunny so they can all come in and watch Princess Faye slather me up in makeup, and then I get to act like I'm a drag queen. You guys will see Cinnamon tomorrow. I know that's Queen Bee's favorite live stream. Galaxy, you're gonna knock the camera over. It'd be like that time you set your tail on fire. Freaky Friday, that's where Princess Faye slathers me up in makeup. And then you see Cinnamon the rest of the live stream. Yep, that's Freaky Friday. Oh. Whew. About to sneeze my brains out there, and I haven't got many left. Too much booze. But again, for part of my birthday, nothing happened to Sexy Saturdays. It's just that we sometimes we do them on Fridays too. You rest up, Mike G. Rest well, buddy. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, Princess Faye got me this for my birthday. Isn't that neat? The Master Sword. If this thing wasn't a rat tail tang, I'd take it outside and try it out. Isn't that neat? Even got the Triforce emblem right there. Yep. If it was outside, I'd have to try it out. I'd probably cut my own leg off. Even has a nice scabbard. First fantasy sword. It is and it isn't. Okay. No. This is a high carbon steel, so it's not meant to hold an edge. But it is a real blade. It's just not a functional blade. Okay. And this is what they call a rat tail tang. So basically the blade itself will come down only so far into the handle. And then there's like a piece of thin threaded stock that runs down here. And this cap actually screws off and you could actually see the inner workings of the handle and up to the blade. But it's meant for decoration. It's not meant for, not like you would think. I need to do one on blades again. I need to do an episode on blades again and go into depth. But it's just a high carbon steel. It's not meant to hold an edge. Actually, if we went to put an edge on this, it would wreck the sword. Okay? It really would wreck this sword. It's just meant for decoration. But for the record, when it comes to building a katana, there's a lot that's involved in it, and the making of it is what probably makes it special. But the problem is that the steel itself, the Europeans had the better steel. There's actually a really big YouTube channel that goes into detail on it. And the detail they go in on it, the channel's name is Shadiversity. Yeah, I might have to do one again, because somebody asked me if I would talk about, kind of some items that you could carry on yourself that would still be legal and that sort of thing. And I should really talk about that. We'll look at doing that. We'll look at doing that. All right. Most definitely. Yes. Since you asked, I'll do it. All right. And nothing wrong with a good knife. As a matter of fact, I found that sometimes $5 cheapies from Walmart, they hold up really well. There, that's better. That's a little more like me. Just need more room for the flip. Try to do it all compact and it doesn't. This one still just a little bit tight right in here. You can feel where it drags. See, now I'm getting into it. The things you learn. I'll tell you what, Hades, we'll do that again. We'll go into it. But no, this is just for decoration. All right. I would love to. Honestly, it'd probably be I'll, I'll tell you what, we'll go through, we'll see if we can find, um, might have to see about finding a good blade to restore. So I can show you how to do that. And we'll definitely have to look at that. I am holding a replica of the Master Sword that Princess Faye got for my as an early birthday present. For those that don't know, my favorite video game series of all time is The Legend of Zelda. Isn't that neat? And this one is a replica from the Ocarina of Time, for those of you who like that particular game. Myself personally, when it comes to favorite Legend of Zelda games, I typically lean towards no, Princess Faye got this for me. But when it comes to my favorite one, it is the original. Yeah, the creepy old man in a cave with some fire pits. Yep. Oh, thank you, Hades. Well, we had an issue with the capture card that was donated to the channel. I mean, it gets great footage, and I've got some. I need to load it, and I keep saying I need to load it, but I'll have to get Princess Faye on the job on that one. Right. No, this one came from Princess Faye. But I do need to kind of when we get the new capture card, I have to do the original Legend of Zelda again, and then I got to turn around and I have to do the second quest for Ian on the original Legend of Zelda. And he asked me if I would do it. I'll do it for him. And of course, we gotta start to finish. You take care, Kevin. You take care. You're right. Very good. We'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that. But yeah, Princess Faye got me a replica of the Master Sword. Isn't that neat? And just that's an amazing, amazing fit right there. Just oh yeah. Anyhow, I'll stop that now. Queen's gonna get on to me. You need to behave. It's YouTube, not Pornhub. Oh goodness, we have too much fun in here. But it is getting to be about that time. We've had a lot of good laughs tonight. And again, so many of you came in here. We shared a lot of stories about sobriety again. And we made some jokes. And, we had a good time, had an amazing time. And, somewhere in the near future, we'll have to tell some stories of my sobriety. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you. You guys mean the world to me. You guys are amazing. Every one of you. Every last one of you. You guys, you guys tell me I'm amazing. No, it's you guys. You guys push me to be amazing. I'm still a selfish alcoholic, and I need every last one of you out there. Every one of you. If you often wondered if you were worth anything, you are worth something. You're part of my life. You're part of my sobriety. And who knows how many people we will reach just by you being a part of my life. So if you've ever wondered if you were worth anything, you're worth something, even if it's only just to me. But I know you're going to be worth more than that, because we're going to reach a lot of people and help them get sober. You guys are amazing, every one of you. That brings us to a point where we do need to start slowing it down, start putting on that brakes. Well, hold on a second, Hades. You can donate directly to the Prince Magnum channel. You can. If you have PayPal, you can go into your PayPal account, drop my email into your PayPal. You can send money directly to the Prince Magnum channel, and that money goes back into the projects. The project cars, that goes right into the project cars. And of course, with the money going into the project cars, it goes right back into the channel, because that's more content that I can make videos about or live stream about. So, you can donate directly. And of course, my email address is princemagnum1@gmail.com. And that's all lowercase, no underscores, numerical 1. And, if you want to donate, you can anytime you want. I won't tell you no. But at the same time, I won't press you for it. They're free to make, and you can transfer money. A lot of times, I put money on there on mine to, so I can buy my parts for Project Spirit. Really, that's what I use it for. Which, again, it's, that is one way to do it. We're still working on other ways, and I got to get Princess Faye back on the project, but we got merch we're ready to start doing. Yeah, we have merch. Yeah, that we're working on. Somebody gave me a suggestion for a t-shirt, basically says surviving romance across it, so that's a definite must. Got to do that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Have a t-shirt that says surviving romance. Or do-it-yourself budget hot rodding with a picture of Project Spirit or Project Lean on there. That'd be cool. Be a lot of fun, right? But anyhow, so tomorrow, if Princess Faye is willing, we will have Freaky Friday. Saturday, we'll try to get out there and work on something. We got a little bit more to do to the bicycle project. Sunday, yeah, merch is another great way. Then you guys can have something for yourselves. Sunday, I don't know. We'll see what Sunday brings. Oh, you definitely want to okay. I'll remember that. I'll definitely remember that. But anyhow, I do need to wind it down for the night. It is maybe a love my. Right there with you. All right. So let's go ahead and wind it down for the night. Again, thank you all for being here with me. Thank you all for helping me stay sober yet another 24 hours. You guys are the true heroes here. Every one of you. Every last one of you. You guys are the heroes. I'll see you then. So that brings us to our point where I say to all of you, at day's end, I hope all of you still need me as much as I need you. And for all of you, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you. Couldn't even talk at the end of my stream.